and 5. Aloha and welcome back, buddies. I am Sammy Grayson. It is time for more Dawn Trail. We're getting a present. I'm gonna guess it's some of that Gibrick Pabil. Mugavil has given us valuable insight into the origins of Gibrick Pabil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves. Unless... Tell me, well, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Should probably give him more of an old man voice. God, look at this fucking place. Is there anything down there? Other than water? Oh, this must have been where it happened. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions. These weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us through. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lamati, Kokoze, you should help me search this area for clues. Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Can do. Look here. The soil has been recently overturned. Oh, someone buried their box. Well, I'd have been satisfied to find only a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. Hunmuruk's doing it later. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. So he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukevu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It's my honor to render assistance. And, with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the feat of rage, I've been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanuhanu's alien crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ikihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolal and what they hold dear. Saying that right in front of Kona. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. God, that has to hurt. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Ikbrash. Bro's having doubts about himself. Yeah, let's teleport. I'm not messing with that. And we're back. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Well, I mean, you still need to cook the damn thing. And by you, I'm pretty sure that means the two of you. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Vukevu came along and helped us find them. Vukevu was here. I would like to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. One explanation later. That Galua Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little. To achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Arianja and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. With no mention of what we needed them for, of course. I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest has on offer. Spoken like a true expert, Aaronville and I found our Ebrooks, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that its hunter fell down its cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? Picked a good portion of local herbs, particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. If only I could say something. Or if only I had culinarian leveled. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. I'm gonna leave the rest to me. And you, I hope. I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the Ibrook. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then. One cooking session later.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
You guys certainly took your sweet time.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Buckle Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's like, are you sure about
It's
that?
ready.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Those are tacos.
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Smell
All
approved.
the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Taste test. Hop. Waiting for the Food Wars
In
reaction.
taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you.
Funny enough, similar stuff does actually happen in the Culinarian questline.
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Please tell me there's something inferior with this. I'm not so sure about this one. Let me guess, too spicy.
I see.
Like, well...
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated and spiced before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
Like the what?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
You'd be surprised.
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
How's Zoralja gonna take this? Is he gonna try something?
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Najuli rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Eat shit, asshole.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't
With
have
pleasure.
to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
I suppose.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of Repast, I present these keystones.
Yay! Yellow. Honestly, doesn't that kind of put
Only
Zoralja
one
out of the
feat
running?
left.
Well, I should get going then.
We have one left and we're barely halfway through the actual story.
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
Lord knows how that would have gone.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone.
Like, no problem.
I forgot something important.
What did you forget?
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Da, 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 da. Making me want some tacos. Alright. That was so good! I'm already looking forward to having Shipbrook people again. Here, Kokoze. Krell made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Ah! It's a housing item. Traditional Yoctel dish made by marinating the meat of Ibrook in spices before wrapping it in a Jatika banana leaf and steaming it in an earthen oven. Beep, 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 beep. Yay! Alright, what's next? Oh no. A father's grief. That's ominous. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tinbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds. If Aaronville would oblige me with a tour. Very well. I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yoctel. Oh, that's right. Mablu did say something about the foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Kokoze? I would be lying if I said I wasn't interested. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. All of a sudden, the quest line splits again. As I recall, the merchant met my grandfather at a market in Yoctel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. I keep hearing something scurrying in the background. Police. Hello. A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the Salt, let alone those traveling with infants. Baby girl, as I recall. Kryle's thinking now. He only saw him in passing, man. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hunmuruk, who was already Zabaraj Raj back then. Baby girl. Couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. It was Kryle. So, in the most technical of senses, she's been here before. Not that anyone would actually recognize her. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through XIV roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. A foreign mage did indeed visit XIV, Master Galov. Yep, that's him. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. You say the Yokhui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkelpacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokhui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jatika heartland. That's where they must have had their visions. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you'll surely find the answer to your questions. He knows something, and he ain't sharing. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you, Kokoze. May I request a moment of your company? Sounds sus as fuck, but okay. Go on, we'll wait for you. We'll wait for you. What is it? Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. What, so you can fucking push me in? Because I can't fly here? So my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mr. Skryles, please soften my resolve. What's up? The leader of our community, I'm gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Well, it all started at the palace, when he announced the right of succession. Is that so? Seems the right has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklamat. Does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Are you her father? Girls are rarely born amongst the Jabral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when first I held her. And pain when I found her at the bottom of a cenote. 3 years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though I never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja and Jabra had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? Targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of the Jabral. I was determined not to let them succeed. So I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and give her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Dawn servant Gulul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Jabral, fate had a greater plan for Wuklamat. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Jabral still burns. He was caught off guard once, and will not suffer the same tragedy again. So I ask you, not as the Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the shadow. Will you do this for me? Can do. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. But as a concerned father. What are the odds that we're acquainted with the Mamulja in question? Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. You can count on me. Uh-oh. Level up. Enhanced add-on. That means cutscene. Cool. Okay. Gonna call it here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you liked this video, leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more, hit subscribe and the bell, and I'll see you guys next time.